Do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, not really, really, really.
So today's video is going to be another easy everyday makeup tutorial. The last time I did my everyday kind of makeup tutorial, my 15-minute run out the door type of video, you guys asked me to do a look that involved eyeshadow. So that's what I decided to do in this look. This look I did not really involve eyeshadow necessarily, but I involved things that you might just have kind of laying around in your desk or your vanity or anything like that, just to make it a little bit easier on you guys so you don't have to pull out 5 different eyeshadows. So I just kind of use a setting powder. I used my Maybelline Fit Me in my crease just because this is something that you would probably pull out if you're really oily, just to kind of blot your face and just to set your foundation. So you can always just take this with a fluffy brush and just run this in your crease. And then I also just used a kind of highlighter. So what I used for my highlight, I also threw this onto my lid just because this is something that you'd grab too. I don't know if you like highlighters, but I love to glow, and my glow isn't over the top this time because I know you guys like sometimes ask like, oh, don't use a highlighter, it ruins the look, and like stuff like that. So I decided to go just very natural, very soft, very not over the top for this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really thought out this look. I wanted everything to kind of be very easy, very simple. This one isn't all drugstore, but you can use whatever you have in your kit. You do not have to go out and buy these things or feel the need to go out and buy these things. This is just what I grabbed out of my vanity, just because either I haven't used it in a very long time or it's been what I've been loving lately. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I do want to mention 1 second about my brows. Okay, so in this video I did include my brows. I know you're probably like, whoa, those aren't very defined. These are my more natural looking brows. This is what I do when I'm just running out the door and I don't have time to sit there for 10 minutes to carve out and sharpen out and have all this exaggerated and extreme eyebrows going on. So what I usually do is just take my brow powder, and I take my Sigma brow powder in dark, and I just take a angled brush and I just kind of brush it in and just lightly fill it in and set it with an eyebrow gel, and that's it. It takes like 1 minute at the most, maybe 2 minutes, just to kind of do that and just be done. So wing liner is also an option. I just usually like to do wing liner when I'm doing my kind of everyday makeup tutorial, and you will see in the video that it started off very thin and then it ended up this long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love talking to you guys. That's why my intros are so long. I will see you guys very soon with another video. Mwah. Bye! Guys, so starting off this look, I'm using my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, and I'm using this primer just to create an even base and barrier between my skin and my foundation. This primer does make my skin have a weird kind of ashy cast, but this is a really good primer, and it doesn't even feel like anything's on my face. So then I'm going with my bold Pucker Up Lip Scrub in the shade Green Apple of My Eye, and the reason I'm using this is just to exfoliate and to prep my lips for the liquid lipstick that we're going in with later. Then I'm going to go in with foundation, and I'm using the Becca Ever Matte Smoothing Foundation in the shade Sandalwood. I'm all over the place, but I'm just blending this out with my beauty blender, and I really do love this foundation, especially when I want a really natural, kind of flawless application, because it doesn't seem too heavy or too cakey on my skin. It just creates the perfect application, and it also gets rid of the little dark spots that I have. And the color is actually pretty close to my skin tone, and it doesn't seem too light or anything like that. So I am loving this foundation right now. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just taking that all over in the areas where I usually highlight. Then I'm going to go in and blend that out with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to also run this over my eyelid just to help prime and prep for when we add eyeshadow a little bit later. You can just use your concealer for an eye base or an eye primer if you would like to, because it has the same thing, and it's something that your eyeshadows can adhere to and kind of stick to. So I'm just continuing to blend that all out, and if you do see me talking, my uncle was sitting in front of me while I was filming, so I was talking to him and my grandma throughout this whole video. Now I'm going in with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I am just going to set my face today. I'm not going to bake or cook or anything like that. I did apply a little bit of an excess powder, but I went ahead and just wiped that all out and also ran that over my eyelid to set that concealer and foundation we put on a little bit earlier. But I'm just primarily just making sure I'm just blending that all out and setting all of that so I don't crease. So then I'm going to go in with my Nikki Garrett contouring palette, and this is something you can get on Amazon for $14. I love this contouring palette. I use the shade Dark, and I am just hitting the jawline, also my cheekbones, and the perimeter of my forehead. Then I also go in with a smaller, more defined, fluffy, flat brush, and I contour my nose because I cannot not contour my face. Like, seriously, I tried, I can't. So for blush, I'm using Sigma's Cheeky Blush, and this is just a really nice peachy color, and it's not something that's overly intense. It's just something very subtle, and it just blends into my skin really well. Then I go in with my Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlight. Like, Lord, please help me. Give me strength. I'm just tapping that on the tops of my cheekbones very lightly today. I didn't want it to be too intense and too insane. And then I also take that on the tip of my nose and everything like that and just blend it all out with that same dual fiber brush. So I'm taking Maybelline's Fit Me Pressed Powder in the shade 360, which is the darkest. And I'm taking that on a big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just running that back and forth in my crease. You can use the shade that you contoured with and just run it into your crease if you would like to, but I just want to show you guys that you can use your setting powder to apply that in your crease. So then I'm going to go right back in with Laura Geller's Gilded Honey on a Sigma E55 eyeshadow brush. I love this eyeshadow brush, and I'm just packing that all over my lid just to add a little sparkle and a little shimmer to my lid. I just continue to pack this on until I got it the most intense, and this is just a really pretty golden kind of champagne highlight color, and it's just gonna make anyone's eyelids just pop and look really big and open. Then I go back in with that previous brush just to blend out the harsh lines so they blend together. So then I'm gonna take my Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner pen and just draw a line across my lash line and then extend the wing out and connect it right back in. I did have a couple of technical difficulties with this, so I'm not going to show you guys all of it. I'll just show you this eye and we will move on. So for lashes, or for brows actually, I'm going to spoolie them all the way through so all of the foundation and concealer is out of them. Then I'm going to take my Sigma brow powder in the shade Dark, which is currently out of stock on their website. But if you get the medium powder, the darkest shade, and that powder is the dark shade that's in this one. So I'm just taking an angled eyeliner brush and I'm just going to put this product in there. I'm just working it in there, just filling it in lightly where my hair is, not trying to do anything too defined. I'm just trying to frame my face, which my eyebrows do, and just fill them in so they lightly are together. So then I'm going to go in with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara just to set that and to make sure everything is going in the same area, and this is in the shade Espresso. If you have really thick brows, I do recommend you go ahead and set your brows because it's a necessary step. And then I'm just going to take Laura Geller's Ballerina. This is the shade, another shade of the Gelato highlighters, and pop that in my inner corner. And then for lashes, I'm going to take House of Lashes Temptress Wispies. These are so pretty. They just look really natural, really full, just really flirty, and they're just beautiful, and they're really easy to work with. So I just want to show you guys that. And then I'm going to take some mascara and run that on my lower lash line just so they frame my lashes. Some people don't like to apply mascara on their lower lashes. I personally do, just because I feel like it frames the eyes and just makes the whole look come together, but to each its own. For lips, I'm using Stila's Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Amore, which I think is such a pretty color for women of color or just women in general. Kind of looks like Anastasia Beverly Hills Veronica. It's just a really pretty kind of plum wine berry color that's really in trend for fall, but it's not over the top and really dark or anything like that. So that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below on what you'd like to see next, and I will talk to you very soon with another video. Mwah! Bye!